Hey, bud, we're live. Give us another second.
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? I'm sitting here writing down a family we need to remember in prayer. And a fellow they found today deceased in the Bankhead National Park and went missing yesterday. Hope everybody's doing okay and had a good week. It's been a busy week. busy week. We finally got some rain.
Finally.
About an inch. Hey, I'm gonna take what I get. When the Lord sends it, I'm gonna take it and be happy with it, not crap about it.
Thank Him for it. Whoa, chat.
It's good to see everybody tonight. And, so Mr. Gary's camping tonight. That's cool. Somewhere in Texas. That's cool. Glad to hear that.
Oh, I see that. I'll just put that on the screen. All right, let's see. We got Wendell, Jean, Kimmy Sunshine, Billy Shillings, Lanita, Judy, Sharon, Jeffy.
Yeah, hey, Jeff. Hey, everybody. Had missed some meeting. Miss Jean. Hey, John. Good to see you, John. Hey, Miss Judy Wheeler. Hey, Billy. Hey, brother.
I almost can't see it.
Hey, Chad. How's it going? Well, you need to put it back up.
Maybe just a hair. May not be.
I got my.
I just may not can see tonight.
I got my better glasses. But hey, Stacy.
Richard Jr. Casey Thrasher.
Hey, David.
David. Layla.
Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Richard. Hey, Big Al. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're going to get to go hunting tomorrow. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry, I got a diesel. Hey, Miss Barb. How you doing? Hey, Mark Creel. Hey, Tennessee. Hey, Brian.
Yes, Miss Diane.
Hey, Miss Diane. Hey, Katie. Good to see everybody now. Hey, Miss DD. Hey, Hillary.
I'm getting near the end. There's going to come a point where we're going to have to stop doing this because it's going to take one show to say hey to everybody.
Well, I like to say
that's what I said. There's going to come a point where
I like to call everybody's name out if I can.
I do too.
Hey, Miss Dunn. Hey, Randall. Good to see everybody tonight. Hey, Miss CD. Hey, Greg. Just got off the phone with you.
I know.
Hey there, Larry. Good to see you, brother.
Woods.
Hope you getting to hunt some. Hey, Mars. Akers. Kathy and Gary.
Larry Beast of the Woods.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was not. No, that's
Hey, Robert. Hey, Kimmy.
Yeah. Mr. Stephen Dugman. You say hey to Camille.
I like to call it Kimmy.
Camille.
Is it Camille? Okay. Well, there you go. All right.
You go up there and find it. There she is.
Oh, Camille. I thought
there's Kimmy's F and Sunshine
Kimmy,
too.
Yeah, Kimmy's in. I didn't see Camille. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Pyro. Good to see you, brother. Good to see everybody tonight.
Absolutely.
Well,
every time I think I'm getting to
Mr.
the end.
Jean, Miss Verby, and happy birthday, Miss Verby.
Yeah,
everybody tell.
Make sure you tell everybody's favorite aunt that Miss Verby that it's happy birthday. Did we say hey to Dee Dee?
Yeah, I spoke to Miss Dee Dee.
Almost at the end, and then there's more comments.
Hey,
and that's it.
Hey, Wanda, how you doing? Good to see you.
I made it to the end.
Good to see everybody tonight. I do like to call everybody out individually if possible. I know if we get
there's going to be a point where we have to stop it, but I like doing it.
Yeah, because I like them.
Because I don't want to lose people if we keep going for forever.
Yeah, I agree.
But I like saying hey to everybody because we're family, and we say hey to everybody. So I like it.
Well, I hope everybody's had a good week. Been a little busy week for me and Rebecca. A lot of stuff going on. We finally did get some decent
Miss Jubilee.
Get some decent rain.
Some decent light rain.
Yeah, but about an inch here in my part of Alabama, which is
nowhere's near enough. But
and the ground's still a little wet today. I walked out to the field a minute and it's still a little damp.
Oh, that's good.
So it's
yesterday that day.
So it's I'm proud to see no sister. We're not going to drive me crazy.
Yes, we are.
But get right over. You come up later, okay?
I'll just start off.
There you go. Spread the blankets out and lay down and relax a little bit.
I tell
You
you what.
done had supper and everything. There you go. Good girl. I love this dog, but someday she's working too. But,
Today she's worse.
yeah, she's
I had to go pick up my daughter's cat from the vet, and she does not like the fact that there was a cat in the back of the truck, and she sat up in Mark's lap the whole time growling because the cat smelled like all the dogs at the vet's office.
And she knows we're talking about it.
Yeah, she knows. So here she is. So everybody say hey to sister so we can get sister to go away. Sister, sister, your fans want to see you.
Look.
Nope.
About petting.
Nope. All righty. Hey, Miss Rhonda. Glad you can make it in. All right. So, yeah, I'm tired.
Hey,
Hey,
Sherry.
I'm tired. It's been a long
Hey,
week.
Miss Rhonda Adams. Good to see you.
I'm done with this week. I'm ready for the weekend.
And I texted you back a while ago, Sherry. You don't owe me no apologies on nothing.
No. And they're going to miss part of the show because I got to be up at 4. Shoot. I missed a lot of the show if I had to be up at 4.
Hey, I wish I was up there
Hey,
bear
Chef.
hunting with y'all. I'd really enjoy that.
Glad to see you,
I miss
Chef.
having my hound dogs. I tell you, I miss my coon
Mhm.
hounds. Hey, Mr.
Martin.
Martin Grove, good to see you. I miss having my coon hounds. I miss deer dog hunting too.
Yep.
It's,
Yep.
a lot of camaraderie and a lot of good times with dog hunting. A lot of folks want to make out it's bad hunting and all this. It really ain't. If it's done right and done with a good group
Mhm.
of people, it's a lot of fun, especially for kids. Women
And
seem to have,
especially in our area where you can't walk in them woods to start with.
yeah, some of these areas we hunt, hard to walk it. And you need a pair of dogs to get, hey, chef, get stuff out. And, so. All right.
Are you ready for me to start my book and all?
Well, let me say this real quick. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central. Hey, Patrick, we're going to have another live. We're going to have Mr. Spencer, Greg, David Hughes, and hopefully Mr. Will, if he's able to get on with us tomorrow night. He's supposed to let me know tomorrow. And we're going to do a totally different show than typical Bigfoot stuff. We're going to talk about wilderness survival.
I need to find that book I bought.
And go over that because we're getting in that time of year where people are getting in the woods a lot hunting, and also Bigfoot researchers tend to get in the woods a lot more this time of year and getting out at night and stuff like that. And it'll be a good show. Spencer has had wilderness survival training. Greg, involved in search and rescue there because of bank kid, and then plus him being a peace officer, and I think volunteer fire department too. I think.
Yeah.
And then me and Greg haven't had training, but I mean not me and Greg. I meant me and David. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. We haven't had training, but we've had a couple of episodes in our life that could have turned nasty very quickly in the woods, and me and him would just kind of give our experience. Hey, Patrick, good to see you.
Philip.
Yeah, I thought yeah.
Who's Philip?
Huh?
Who's Philip?
Philip.
They're saying hey to Philip. Who's Philip?
Actually, no.
Oh, hey Philip. Philip Miller.
Hey, good to have you, man.
Him.
Good to have you, Philip.
Mr. Robinson.
So
He's here too, Mr. Robinson.
tomorrow night, 8 Central, and Mr. Will, if he gets to come on, he was a rescue and search out in Washington State, so he went into the big woods where you had to hike in and get people and hunt for them. So plus he was in law enforcement too. And so y'all join us tomorrow night on that. Maybe you might learn something you don't know. I know I'll learn something. And so y'all come join us. And if any of y'all have done any search and rescue or been involved in stuff like that, and you'd like to come on a few minutes tomorrow night, let us know and we'll send you a link. I mean, you ain't got to stay on for the whole show if you don't want to, but you want to come in and tell her, something, we might let you, we might let a few people come in.
Hillary, we'll save that for an outing.
What's that?
She said, is this the show where we tie Spencer up to a tree, cover him with peanut butter, and see how he survives the wilderness?
Yeah.
I said, we'll save that one for an outing.
He might get licked to death by something. Ain't no telling. And Billy, hey, Mr. Will Robinson, good to see you.
Oh, you didn't hear me say that earlier?
No, I didn't say I didn't hear you. I may have been talking. So.
You? You? Okay.
Is Spencer going to teach us how to build a fire?
We'll get his younger daughter to do it, because apparently she's good.
To me, it's about as easy just going out there and pour diesel fuel on to get it going and be done. I learned a long time ago, diesel fuel. Diesel fuel just works wonders with wood better than gasoline. It don't come out and try to hit you like gasoline does. So. All right, you go ahead and do your books this week and all your stuff.
Well, I'm going to show y'all some books that I'm currently perusing. I'm reading, basically. The Beginner's Guide to Raising Goats. We got our electric netting for them, and now I've got to read all about making sure I have everything that they need. So I'm still doing some research and learning and all that stuff. I got time. We don't have anything yet, but they're coming. So, and then I also have the Natural Parasite Control for Livestock. So let me put that up there again where y'all can see that. Any sort of livestock that you have, and you want to stay away from like wormers and stuff like that, this is a good way to learn some alternative things that you can do. But one of the number one things that you can do to prevent parasites is rotational grazing. What's that mean? It means like taking your chickens around in a tractor and moving them from place to place to place and never putting them back on the ground that they were originally on until the particular pests that you were avoiding are pretty much dead. For goats, what I was reading is you move them once a week-ish, maybe twice a week, but you never bring them back to the original spot for, was it 3 or 4 months? I can't remember. But that's a good way to prevent pests rather than having to treat pests. So, and then me and another person were talking about this book today. She sent me a picture of something that she found in it and was showing me. I don't remember what the recipe is right off my head, but it had to do with tuna and one of the herbs that was in here. And then another one that she was looking at also. But I really like this book. It's got a lot of actual using your herbs in cooking versus just tinctures and teas. Like, no, this is the one she showed me today. Y'all look at the artwork. I mean, the artwork is just awesome. Let me show y'all that. So the recipe that she sent me is lovage tuna salad. Now, one, I don't eat tuna. But the fact that you put your herbs in there to flavor it and everything is just awesome. We've got lavender lemonade. We've got Greek romaine and veal salad. I mean, there's a lot of different recipes in here. There's a gremolata, which is a condiment of some sort. There's cocktails in here. There's all sorts of little recipes and things that you can make, and it tells you all about the herbs as well. So this is a pretty good excruciating leg nerve pain, a chiropractor. Other than that, I don't know. A lot of people say a lot of things, but really and truly, you got to treat what's causing the leg pain. So if anybody else,
some kind of herb that helps with that, but
well, it depends on what's causing it. So if it's a bone pain or a joint pain or that sciatic nerve.
Hey, Mr. Townsend, good to see you.
So anybody has anything, you can. Exactly, that's what I would do. Use chicken instead of tuna, because I don't like tuna. I don't like seafood. But if anybody has any things that might help her with excruciating leg nerve pain, y'all feel free to let her know. Like I said, I would start with trying to figure out what's causing that pain and go from there. If it's a pinched nerve, you've got to fix the problem basically. Massage helps. I have a lot of people that I've worked with through the years that they get sciatic, and the Y basically on your back, where your back joint. I take and do like this right here, and I just kind of massage that little area. And a lot of times it's not a fix, but it gives them some relief to where they can at least finish out the day. So I would always say, figure out your problem first. And let me just put his screen up here. So,
yeah.
So, and that's what I was kind of saying. All these herbs, there's a lot of herbs that treat the same things, but like a lot of them will say it treats pain, but it treats types of pain. So you got to figure out what's causing it and narrow down, what works for that specific problem. All right. So the book of the week this week is not really a book, as you can see. We've talked about this one before, Medicinal Plants of the Eastern Woodlands. And what this is it's more of a field guide, a fold up, waterproof field guide. And this one talks about certain plants that you can find in our area. Guys, the number of folding field guides that I saw on Amazon is unreal. They have them for all sorts of different locations. They have them for all sorts of different things. There's even folding field guides for survival and everything. So y'all need to, I know most of us don't like Amazon, but I tell you, the amount of things that you can find on there that you can't find elsewhere. And this was like $7.95. So we've talked about that one before. Well, I got another one today or the other day. It's another folding field guide, waterproof, same company. This one is about edible plants of the Eastern Woodlands. So this one has like your ferns, your hickories. It's got mints. It's got violets. It's got, I really cannot read today. The field lettuce, it says, amaranth, burdock. Most all of these are edible plants that you could eat in the wild. Do they have medicinal properties? More than likely on a lot of them. But this is mostly for if you're out in the woods with nothing to eat, you can eat something. So, Mark, when I say I'm going to have a salad, when the crap hits the fan, I'm going to have a salad.
Sharon asked, how big is your bookshelves?
I have two of them 5 foot tall. And
well, turn the computer that way.
Yeah, as I say, hold on. It's a mess over there, guys.
This is just one of them now. This is just one of them.
That's two of them.
Well, I mean, this is one part of the house with them.
Yeah. So, yeah. This is all the herbals and the garden stuff and the survival things. So, but then there's also the coffee table in front of us. There's a bookshelf in the bedroom. There's a bookshelf in our extra bedroom. There's some craft books in the other bedroom. Y'all, when the crap hits the fan and I don't have access to the internet, I'll be good.
Okay.
That's it. All right. So, the plant of the day.
Yeah,
Tell me everybody knows what this is.
A pine tree.
This is very good stuff. Did you know that every part of a pine tree can be used? Roots, barks, needles, the sap, everything. If you're out and you're starving to death, you can eat the bark of a pine tree. And while it may not have any good taste, it's at least fiber that you could put with something.
That's like folks eating shoe leather during the Civil War. So
I printed out this little sheet at work today because that is a little pine branch. Yes, we had a young tree growing by the fence in the front yard, and y'all know how I like to show you how easy it is to find an herbal. Most everything I talk about, we have on our property. Guess what?
It's going to taste like
the sap. Yes. Yes, very much so. But I printed out this little paper of some of the stuff one website told me, and it's got powerful antibacterial, antimicrobial properties.
Hey, Lisa, 205.
You can take the resin, the resin, the sap, and you can create salves for it to heal your skin, burns, cuts, all that stuff. You can use the bark. The easiest way to reap the benefits of bark is using a pine bark extract, actually, because it's packed with antioxidants, including vitamin C. Extract has been shown to lower glucose levels. So for those of you in a crap hits the fan situation, it's not insulin, but it lowers glucose levels. It improves diabetes symptoms, prevents hearing loss. This is the bark. It restores balance, staves off infections, protects the skin from harmful UV rays. Interesting.
Now we're talking more about
That's
the inner bark.
Yes, I'm assuming so. Restores circulation, improves ED. We're not going to talk about that. Reduces inflammation and even increase athletic performance. And the list goes on, it says. You can use the needles, which are also loaded with vitamin C, and more than 5 times that of an orange, along with vitamins A, E, and a host of B.
I have heard that.
So pine needle tea is something awesome to drink.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, pine nuts are real rich too.
Well, that's the next thing in here. You can use the nuts, which is, everybody knows a pine cone. The nut is inside the pieces of the pine cone. Right. Most of the time, if you're picking a pine cone up off the ground, it's already had the pine nuts removed by the squirrels and everything. But it's basically the seed of the pine cone.
Squirrels wear them out, and you be out in the woods hunting.
Yep.
Squirrels be dropping the pine cone, and they're eating them nuts out of it. And I've ate pine nuts. They ain't too bad.
The nuts is health benefits of its own. It says appetite suppression, boosting energy, reducing the risk of heart disease, anti-aging, improves vision. Pine is just got its own whole list of things that it's good for. Even the oil, now, I guess that's creating an essential oil. It can alleviate headaches, relieves pain, boosts energy and mood, treats acne and other skin conditions, acts as a decongestant, and it freshens a room. So I might need to make me some pine needle tea now because I've got some congestion going on. All right.
Tree chicken, I like it.
Yeah, the tree chicken, that's it. Let me go up here and show this comment. I missed a lot of y'all's comments. I'm sorry, but so yeah, there's a lot of benefits to.
Yeah, they used to use pine tar for a lot of stuff.
And that's what the first thing said. You make a salve with it to put on cuts, burns, and slivers. It's a healing salve made from the resin.
I'm trying to remember, you used to take pine tar and sulfur, mix it together
for fungus.
For funguses and like mange on dogs.
Yep, pine tar makes it stick, and the sulfur treats the fungus. Yeah. So, all right. So that's it, y'all.
You know y'all don't get a lecture in pine trees.
I know if you're in the South, y'all live near a pine plantation. So the best pine needles is the new young pine needles. But any pine needles will work. But there you go. So
it doesn't hurt to know what's in the woods.
And it doesn't hurt to know what's nearby.
Right, because you never know. Yep. Pine tree has a lot of uses. Just besides that, just building material, especially if you find the older pine where you got a lot of lighter pine in it. A lot of the sap.
I had not heard this one.
Been used for a lot of years. I haven't heard that either. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And I was reading that you had some toxic possibilities. Well, if you're treating cancer and stuff like that, it's definitely a poison to your system. And if you know what you're doing, treat away. So yeah, I always tell everybody, go out in your yard, take that phone with you. We all have smartphones nowadays, most of us. Google has a lens on it that you can take a picture of something and Google search it just like that. So go around your yard, identify what's in your yard. Don't wait till you need the information to know the information. And that's why I'm a big proponent of Amazon right now. All the information is there. So, yep.
You'd be surprised what your yard and around the edge of your woods around your home is full of.
And that's kind of why I have made the focus of most all of our latest videos something I can pick up in my yard and bring to you and show you that, hey, this was in my yard.
And always remember, if something's growing that's bad for you, like poison oak or
Treatments nearby.
Or ragweed, the treatment plant's right usually next door to it, like the goldenrod will be next to the ragweed.
The goldenrod is not what caused your allergies.
No, it's a wet pollen.
It's the ragweed that caused your
The
allergies.
ragweed drives me crazy. And poison oak or something like that, you'll have, what is it? The
Jewelweed.
jewelweed. And also, doesn't the Virginia creeper help with something?
Virginia creeper has something, but it's not with poison ivy
Okay.
that I remember. But some people are allergic to Virginia creeper too.
Right.
Oh man.
Huh. Yeah, I think the Lord put plants here for us to use.
Absolutely.
If we use them correctly, they can help us. Now, if we use them wrong, they can hurt.
Sycamore bark. I hadn't heard that one either. I need to try that one because I'm allergic to Benadryl and stuff. So.
And talking about sycamore, remember when we tried to tap that sycamore tree for the syrup? I'm going to try that again one day.
Agreed.
Because they say sycamore trees make very good syrup.
It's not as sweet as the maples.
Right, it's not as sweet, but it's good.
But here in the South, it's what we got.
We got a ton of sycamore trees. We don't have many maples. We
don't get a good syrup.
We have what we call sugar maples. They're here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see, they usually on creek banks too. You see them.
Mm-hmm. We don't get a good syrup run here, or a sap run. I mean,
Yeah, they don't get cold enough for
so it's hard for us to,
Yeah.
like here lately though. If this was the weather we've been having now, if this was further into winter, where that temperature plunges at night and then comes back up during the day,
Right.
I mean that's your syrup weather, but it's got to drop. What is it? 2 freezing?
Yeah.
I think, and then raise up to above freezing over the day. Got to be such a difference. I can't remember the
That's why once you
specifics,
get
but
into Tennessee, Kentucky, up,
you can make syrup.
you can tap the trees for syrup. And
Yep.
I tell you, I'm still a favorite fan of the hickory syrup.
Yep. That's why the South has had to come up with alternatives. That's why we have cane syrup down here and sorghum syrup down here, and the hickory bark syrup.
Yeah, that's we got a big scaly bark. We had another big one in the landowner on the other side cut it. Hit my head on that one.
Yep.
But
Sweet gum does have some good benefits. I don't know what those benefits are. Let me see.
one of them was to use
One
brushing
of them
your
is to
teeth.
use, you take the little twigs and brush your teeth with them like you do a black gum. But the green balls, before they drop and they turn brown, they actually have some benefits there too. Sweet
Yeah, we used to
gum.
play with them like hand grenades, like we did with the magnolia tree.
The sap, known as storax, has been used for centuries to treat a variety of ailments, including skin problems, coughs, ulcers, and fevers. The sap is also antimicrobial and can be effective against multi-drug resistant bacteria. That was interesting. And this is sycamore. The bark has astringent qualities. The fruits can help with rheumatic pain. The seeds, meaning the young ones, can be boiled to make a tea with antiviral properties that can help prevent sickness and treat the flu. The roots can be boiled into a tea to treat skin sores. The gum can be used to make a drawing plaster, And salve can be made by mixing the plant with tallow and applying it to wounds, cuts, sores, and bruises and ulcers. So, yeah. Sweet gum, despite its nuisance properties, has medicinal benefits. So,
Yeah. Yeah, my mom's place has a big old sweet gum. That thing loaded every year. It's a big old sweet gum tree. You don't see big sweet gums
yeah,
much
because
anymore.
most everybody gets rid of them. So, yeah.
All right. Well, like if anybody's come in the chat in the last few minutes, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we have another live. I don't like to do lives on Saturday nights because we get into other people's times that might be having a show or something, but it's going to be the best time for a couple of people than it was tonight. So if anybody's got a show tomorrow night, I hate we're doing it tomorrow night, but I'm not trying to mess y'all up or nothing. It's just when I can get two of these guys to really come on and talk. And so tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central, we'll have Spencer and Greg and
Where does Misty live?
David Hughes, and she's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Eastern Tennessee.
Misty's in Tennessee. Stacy's correct.
And hopefully Will will be on with us. And if any of y'all have had any type of search and rescue or wilderness survival, and tomorrow night while we're on, if you'd like to come in and talk a minute or so, or however long about something you've been involved in, you're more than welcome. Just send me a message tomorrow or something. Or when we get live, if there's something you'd like to talk about, be sure to,
I need to get Mr.
comment
William on and talk herbs after the first of the year.
Yeah, I'd like to have him on. Yeah, honey is a very good thing that the Lord made for us. Hard to believe we're eating bee spit.
Diane, it's going to be hard to believe this, but I grew up on sweet gum trees for toothbrushes as well.
Yes, sir. You can come by tomorrow evening just for
8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah, 8 o'clock
Eastern time.
Central, so that'll be 9 y'all's time, sure. Okay, good.
Is Garrett working tomorrow night? If so, he can come sit with you.
Come sit, or we can send him a link. He can come on with us a little bit. All right.
Have him message Mark, Kathy.
Yeah, I'll talk with Mr. Williams and see if we can get him on one Friday night with us. And,
I'm gonna do him in my shows after.
Are you gonna do it? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull him off.
Oh, you're gonna pull him off.
I'm gonna pull him off.
Okay, cool.
I call dibs.
Oh, that's fine. We ain't got to talk about Bigfoot. We'll talk about all this stuff.
You can have him one Friday night for your stuff. Oh, she got
Well,
two sassafras trees.
If he's with him.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of people I got to get on.
You got a lot of people you need to record their stuff and put it out on the week, which we still got to fix that video for next week.
Yeah, we got
to add those pictures.
We got a video. We had talked about putting them both out this week, and I hope y'all enjoyed Mr. Terry's this week. I really was honored that he let me record that and tell his encounter.
He said he could do both.
Okay.
He'll do
Thank you,
with
Mr.
you
Williams.
and Herbal and me.
Yes, yeah, like she's getting ill because I brought it up, didn't she?
No, I'm not getting ill. I'm an instigator, though. I'm
But
an instigator.
Alan had a very, very interesting encounter in Lowndes County, Alabama, same place I did. About a mile and a half from each other, but about 20, 23 years apart. This was back in the 80s. He then had another intense encounter on a hunting club in Autauga County. So if y'all haven't seen that video, it was Tuesday when it came out. I hadn't had a chance to go back and comment to everybody, but everybody had very nice comments, and I really appreciate Mr. Terry let me record his encounter, and he's had some more stuff. So I'm gonna have him back on again here soon, and let him tell some more stuff that went on, and so it'll be. If y'all hadn't watched it, go watch it. But we got another video gonna come out. Almost released both of them this week. And Rebecca said, "Well, once you release one, we got our Friday Night Live. We're gonna have a Saturday Night Live, then release the next, the next video for next week." So this is gonna come from Creepy Mountain. Wendell went with me, looked at this spot, looked at what I was saying. And my cousin-in-law, I guess you call him. I call him a cousin. He's actually married to my cousin, and he's a very skeptical guy. And he even admitted, that's kind of weird there. So there'll be some pictures with the video, and
the video's ready to go. I just forgot to put pictures.
Yeah, we gotta go back and add pictures. So we'll probably let that come out about Tuesday. Wednesday. We're gonna do it Wednesday.
Get a little bit away from.
Okay, that'll be fine.
But yet not.
So sometime Wednesday that'll come out, and I explained in the video what's going on. The pictures are like 2 minutes apart that day when I went in there, and I explained it pretty good on the video. So that'll come out this week. And Mr. Terry, if you're still in the chat, I really appreciate it, and that you let me do that. I know Mr. Dale sent me a message and said, "Dang, you beat me to it, Mark."
Yep.
But no, we don't. I don't fight over folks. It just worked out where me and him had a chance to sit down and talk about it. And we was out there at the watershed, relaxed, with nobody bothering us, and he done very good on that. I appreciate him doing that for us. And I knew he had some stuff, but we never had really got to go in depth on.
And y'all just scratched the surface, didn't you?
Yeah. So and see, there's tons of more people that's the same way, like Mr. Terry. They've got tons of stuff. It's just being able to sit down and really be able to talk to them for a while and really go in depth with what they've had happen. And,
hey, Mr. X.
Hey, Michael. Good to see you, brother. So, it's hard to do. I mean, Miss Lanita here. One day I want to go sit down with her.
Too, yeah.
And I hope y'all enjoyed Miss Dunn last week, and y'all go check her channel out.
Yeah, don't forget. Go support her channel.
Go support her channel. Miss Dunn done very well, and we enjoyed her very much. And very, very nice, sweet woman. Had a good time in. I commented Rebecca. I said that was a good show.
That was a good show.
I enjoyed it. She keeps you moving. I like that.
Hey, Lori.
She's very.
Did we say hey to Erica?
Yeah, I spoke to Erica earlier.
Lori's in here now.
Who?
Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Dunn's friend.
Hey, yeah, she was good to see you. So y'all go check out Miss Dunn's channel, and if you hadn't subscribed, go subscribe. Check her out. I haven't got to watch much this week. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I hadn't either. I have not even played 50 games of solitaire all week, let alone one day.
It'll be nice to have a job when you play solitaire.
I played 5 games. That was it.
But
this week has been something else.
We had a good. I've got to listen to pieces of stuff this week. It's just been at work. We've had a week at work. I'm so proud to see this morning get here.
Yeah. We had a 3-hour power outage one day. And it's been fun. It's been a week.
And we had council meeting this week.
Bought a truck.
Finally pulled the trigger on a diesel truck. We're going to upsize our camper a little bit. So I knew to get the horse before I got the wagon.
Yep.
So I've been trying to watch for the truck we got now. Well, I got a 3/4 ton, but I ain't hardly pulled a camper with it because it's more of a farm truck,
Hey,
3/4
dog.
ton. Hey, dog, good to see you. Been watching for a good 3/4 ton. I really wasn't planning on the diesel. I ran a diesel truck before when I was a millwright. But this one came along, got it for a good price. So went ahead and pulled the trigger on it yesterday. And so we're going to put our 1,500 up for sale here pretty soon. And then we're going to start looking for a little bigger camper. We love the camper we got, but we figured out it wouldn't hurt if we had one a little, and I want a double axle.
Yeah, and I want one I can actually make the bed without laying on the bed.
Nothing wrong with the one we got. It's a nice camper and it's still in good shape.
If I was 20, I could crawl all over that bed and make a bed.
Yeah, so.
But it's hard to make a queen size bed when you only have access to one side.
It's been a good camper. We've enjoyed it. Pool's good. Everything, it's an enjoyable camper. We just want to upsize.
We're going to, Stacy. Thank you.
We're going to upsize a little bit.
And probably after the first of the year, we'll have those of you that seen my truck. It'll be for sale.
It may
So
even
if
be
you're
for sale.
in that market and looking for that size truck for a decent price, let us know.
It's still a good truck. I mean, it has some little dents and
We'll brand new
scratches.
tires.
And I bought the little bypass to put on the motor where it does away with that 4-cylinder, 8-cylinder stuff. Now it's just full-time V8. That was some of the years they made that engine where when it ain't running hard, it runs off 4 cylinders. I just don't like it because that engine's changing too much.
Enjoy the boxing match, Anita.
But so it's
Yeah, apparently Tyson's having some fight tonight.
oh, is it?
Yeah. And I done seen one person post that if Tyson don't bite off the other dude's ear, they're turning in their subscription.
Okay.
Because that's what he's known for.
All righty.
Evander Holyfield, is that whose ear he bit off?
I ain't never been a big boxing fan.
Me either, but that one like made the news because he bit the dude's ear off. A
So,
used camper in 21.
probably after the first of the year, before we
Miss
go.
B said Tyson knocked him out. Okay. So that fight's over already?
Wow.
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 Well, anyway, we'll who was it? It was the boxer from Alabama.
Hey, Mr. Denton.
I think he was from down there in Opelika or something. Wow, that's quick. Knocked him
40
out.
seconds,
Wow.
and he's done. All that hype. That is all I have seen. In all the advertisements everywhere and everything. And it was a 40-second fight. Well, Patrick Noble wants to know how you like your thermal.
I like it. I haven't got to try it out a whole lot yet.
He's played with it,
Uh,
but not enough.
What night was it? We went riding, but we finally said, we're just ready for bed. What night
Yeah,
was it? Saturday night.
Saturday,
Yeah.
Too late. I'm sorry, Kathy.
So we
Spoiler alerts, Kathy.
we went riding the other night, Saturday night, and but me and her just, I don't know, we were both just wore out,
We were.
and decided to come on home, go to bed. I mean, me and her getting like old people. We're getting we're ready for bed at dark.
The crack of dark, yeah.
I tell you, it's. I see why them older folks got ready for bed back in. I used to wonder why my aunts and uncles be in bed at 8 o'clock at night.
That's
I kind of know why now.
Yeah.
We get older, you kind of get ready for bed. And that sun goes down, you start thinking about the bed.
Well, and I'm up before daylight. I mean,
So, yeah, that's true. And me working night shift, when I do get on day shift, my body automatically wants to revert back to day shift. That's what I always tell everybody. It's always easy to convert back to
Mhm.
working days than it is to working nights. Yeah, I didn't even know that's having a fight. That's pretty cool.
The time changed too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been last few weeks has been kind of I don't
Miss V says, "Pardon her for spreading malicious gossip."
that's okay.
Apparently, the fight is still going.
Oh, it is. Yes, Bobby, that night shift is hard. I don't think your body ever really gets. We wasn't meant to work at night. If we was meant to work at night, Lord would gave us night vision and everything else.
I may not know what old is yet, but I sure feel like I do. Oh,
Yeah,
there
true.
are some
That's true, Greg.
preliminary fights before.
That's true, Greg. You see what he said.
Now, get that right.
Oh,
You know, my mom had me when she was 35. I always asked her what she was thinking. Because I'm the oldest
of that
of
her
3.
her children.
Yeah. And
His
she's
dad had children by now.
right. But my mom, I'm her oldest. Not my dad's oldest, but my mom's oldest. And she had me at 35. And I always asked her what she was thinking. I learned when I had my second one at 32. Yeah, 32, I think it was. She wasn't. She wasn't thinking.
You just got off. Yep. Well, I start 12-hour shifts at the beginning of the year. Kind of look forward to them, then I don't. So I look forward to having more off days, especially
Diane,
during
could
the
you
week.
imagine having more after that? Because that's what my mom did.
Yeah.
She was still having kids at almost 40.
Well, my grandmother was in her 40s when my
That's different.
uncle was
That's
born.
way back then when they had 15 kids apiece.
Yeah, that's pretty well. It was right at 10 of them, close to it.
No, the second at 42, yeah. That's like Heidi. How old was Heidi when she had?
She was close to 40. But
She was in her 40s. How old was Doug? He was 50.
Yeah. Yes, it's full moon tonight. It is. It was pretty last night too. When I went to work, boy, it was pretty out there. Very nice weather out there last night.
Hold on. What were you thinking, Miss Judy? Because that's 20 years apart right there almost. I know because I was born in 74 and graduated in 92. Although I did work with another person that they had that late baby. 20 years apart.
Yeah, we'll go to pick up that truck here in a minute. We might have to make a little drive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
One of our friends tonight's camped out on. I don't know if he's listening or not. He might not have enough internet to listen. He's
Probably not.
camped out tonight. He's having some activity. Maybe I can talk to him and find out what's going on. Beaver Moon. I didn't know they call it the Beaver Moon.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. I guess they
And
call
somebody on Facebook had posted a beautiful picture of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was.
Well, the skies are starting to get clear. And you see better in the wintertime. A lot more easier to see. Well, most of the time. Sometimes they can be just as bad, but
yeah, if you look over here at Sister.
and it's finally cooled off here. Last night went back down to 43. I think it's 39 tonight. And I think next Saturday, the opening day of our part of deer season in Alabama, I know it's already in up there with Greg and them rifle season. Our rifle season comes in next Saturday.
Miss V, you didn't take in a teenager you adopted.
It's going to be close to
You
30.
claimed him.
So it's going to be a nice opening day of deer season next Saturday.
Oh, you did, Miss Kathy. Yay. Congrats on your new puppy.
I'm sorry about that, Miss Williams. Oh, he was Alabamian. I didn't know he was from Birmingham. That's
I'm
not
looking
far
to get
from us.
adopted too, Pat.
Not
Patrick.
far from us.
I'm tired already.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope y'all join us tomorrow. Hey, Miss Joyce, good to see you. Good to see you. And one thing, oh, I was on right something that Mr. Terry said the other day in his interview, talking about he had harvested a deer one time. Of course, when he done the cleaning, he left the entrails there in the woods. And when he came back a little while later, it was all gone. And it kind of surprised him. Well, Miss PJ, her and Paul found, they had harvested a deer and had dressed it, left the entrails there in the spot, came back and it was all gone. If any of y'all have ever experienced that, let me know. There's some things I'm going to start trying to keep up with. Another thing I'm fixing to start working on. I had brought it up in a video maybe, I don't know, maybe been back in the spring or somewhere where I brought it up. I'm going to make a map of Alabama and start putting the dots in the county where the sighting or encounter come from. If you go over to the BFRO, it does not even scratch the surface. Of course, we know they only report what they consider their type of A class. If it has a little woo or paranormal to it, they're not going to report it. And we can't count out the paranormal stuff with it because we know it gets mixed in together with it. So I'm going to try to do a map. And of course, Talladega County, Clay County, Coosa County will be full because that's the ones I know very well. The other counties, a lot of them I know kind of where the sighting's from, and I'll just somehow do it where it don't give off the location of it, but it's in that county. And we'll start trying to work on that. I got to find me a blank Alabama county map that just shows Alabama in the counties. It'd be nice
if I can find you one.
Yeah, I have to find one, and I want one big enough to, like a postal bowl.
I'll see what I can find.
And we'll have to see if I can come up with one. And I want to get one with the rivers too, where it'll show how much in clusters are with the river. And so that's something I'm planning on working on. And the other thing I want to keep up with is what type of land and what type of minerals are in that area. Like my area is full of marble and quartz and gold, and other certain parts of Alabama, what kind of limestone, or there's a big cluster around the coal mining areas and the ore mining areas. What's going on in that area that might pull more stuff in. What you got, babe?
So,
you bringing some more books.
Yeah, I forgot to mention cookbooks that we have
okay.
too.
Well, I'll shut up.
No, finish up.
So that's some things that's going to be a work in progress, and maybe later on down the road I'll start showing some progress on it as I get it. Because I like for you to, I'll cover that map up, Miss V. There's no doubt between what I know and people I've talked to. And from different areas of Alabama, yes, it will probably get full. So you got another cookbook? What you going to talk about?
Somebody asked about a good soup recipe.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, they've been putting some good ones on Facebook here.
Yeah, they have. They have. It's that time of year. That's why. All right, let me fix this so I can do what I got to do.
What our ancestors used to eat a lot of the soup. They took that and
yes, right. I know.
Yes,
Jessup, Georgia.
Yes, Miss Martin. A lot of folks have lost a lot of deer, I think, too.
Oh, did you put Wendell on the page?
No, but I will.
He lost a cousin.
Okay. Okay, Wilma's
I
cousin.
think it was a cousin.
Yeah, sure.
What? Leek and potato soup is not made from rotten potatoes. It's
Huh?
good, actually.
Right now.
Sharon's husband
Oh.
thought leek and potato soup was made from rotten potatoes.
Oh yeah,
We're talking potato soup again.
okay. The guy was found in Bankhead. It went missing yesterday. He was found deceased, but we don't know the cause. It's tomorrow night. We're gonna cover on something about that. About when you go hunting or go hiking, or if you go. Oh yeah, that hamburger soup. I've been seeing some of them. Those
Mhm.
look nice. That you need to let people know where you're gonna be at.
Yeah.
If
Always.
if you're gonna hunt a certain area, you need to let people know, well, hey, this is the area I'm gonna
And
be
an
in.
expected time to be
And,
back.
hey, Don Martin, good to see you, man. So, y'all, remember that family, because they did find him deceased today. Don't really know the details to it, and they still have not found the lady
Oh, they still haven't?
that went missing in the Talladega National Forest back right at the meet and greet time. They have not found that.
I
lady.
need that recipe, Michael X.
So we don't know what's going on with that one.
Well, the show was took a turn, so
Oh,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
that's cool. I ain't got no problem. You know it.
We do the same thing, Diane. We make ham instead of turkey.
Yeah.
So,
In fact, we done bought 2 hams for the Christmas dinner.
Yep.
So if I got more people coming, I need to know it where I can. If I need to buy another ham, I can. But we went ahead and picked up 2 this week.
that's funny. He thinks the veggie is there to make the meat look pretty.
Well, you know, our ancestors
Hey, I need recipes for that Thai coconut
ate a
soup.
lot of soup back then. They ate a lot of soup. And the bread they made that bread to sop that soup with. Coconut.
Yep, coconut soup.
Now,
It's
that
Thai.
sounds interesting.
It actually is. It's Thai.
Because I love coconut.
Yeah, you would like this. You would like it. You think of coconut as a dessert, though, and it's not. All right, guys,
Oh, I used to eat coconut
Best-
flakes by themselves.
but as a dessert and a snack, not as your meal.
Oh, I love
Best
it with
cookbook
shrimp and
ever.
steak.
Shh.
All right, go ahead.
Best cookbook ever. It is not the only one I have, and it's not the only one that I use all the time. But fix it and forget it. This is Crock-pot recipes. Y'all notice the focus on this one is 5 ingredients. Every recipe in here has 5 ingredients. Look at that. 6 recipes across 2 pages. Can y'all imagine how many recipes are in this book? So somebody said I need to talk about a good soup recipe. So here we go. And there's lots of different versions of this. Potted meat sandwiches with mayo. Do not bring that one. Put ranch dressing on it instead. There's a recipe in here that we tried, and it's actually very good. And it's called mountain bike soup. And there's lots of versions of this online and stuff. But this one, it's chicken broth, V8 juice. You can use it regular or spicy. You put in, y'all, I really can't see them out, uncooked barley or spaghetti noodles. I think we used, what is that little bitty twirly noodle?
The swirl noodle.
It was either that or little tiny elbows.
Yeah.
I think we used one of those. And then chopped pepperoni or ham or bacon. I think we put ham in there. And then cut green beans. I also added an onion. I added corn, peas, you know, things that you would put in a vegetable type soup. And it turned out really, really good. And you put this in the crock pot and you just dump it all in there and cook it for 2 to 6 hours, it says. So it's called mountain bike soup because it'll be done when you get back from your bike. I'll go ahead and give you another strange one that we questioned before we made it. But it actually turned out good too. And when I say the name of it, y'all are going to go, ew. Because we did. Sauerkraut sausage bean soup. You remember that?
Yeah, and actually,
It was delicious.
It's
It's
probably a German
yeah,
dish.
it's white beans, it's sauerkraut, it's sausage. I think we used Canuck, I
Yeah.
think, and
Canucks say sausage coming
right,
out of Alabama.
brown sugar and ketchup, and then of course I added onions and tomatoes. I put onions in most everything, onions and garlic. But y'all, that's two good soup recipes, and you can just again, it's another dump it in the crock pot, turn it on for 4 to 6 hours, I think, and let's see. I used to make fun of Mark because
Hey PJ, hey
I'd ask
Michelle.
him if it was far enough away for him to read yet. I'm reaching that stage now.
Well, I went and got these glasses tonight that can pull more in. These other glasses are closer, so these reach on out a little bit.
But this uses canned beans, so pre-cooked beans. And you cook it on high for 2 to 3 hours, serve it with cornbread, and you're good to go. So,
Greg said he's gonna bring distilled corn juice for everybody.
oh, okay, I'm good. I need some of that.
Collard soup.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of collard soup too, and I've never tried it.
I'll tell you a dish y'all ought to try in a crock pot dish, and me and Rebecca love it. It's
Oh yeah,
I probably brought
my sweet potato apple dish
that is very good. You take sweet potatoes and apples
and sausage.
and sausage.
The little 1 pound packages of sausage.
Yeah.
One spicy, one mild. Mix the two together, brown it, put it in the bottom of the pot, top it with a layer of sweet potatoes, and top that with a layer of apples, and then mix together, what is it? Half a cup of brown sugar and a tablespoon of flour with some water. And if you double the recipe for the juice part and serve it over rice, you've got the juice to serve over when you dish it, the sausage bake over the rice, and you put that juice over it. And oh my gosh, it's to die.
Yeah, that's a good dish.
It's one of our favorites.
It's,
Hey, Leanne.
hey, Leanne, good to see you. Yeah, that's a good dish. That's a good wintertime dish,
Yeah,
especially cold weather.
I have Dollar Tree readers. I have them everywhere. I just refuse to wear them. I'm still in denial. I had to give up denial to drive. Yeah, I had to give it up to drive. So I'm not giving it up on reading yet. So as long as I can go without having to wear readers, I'm going to. But yeah. We're still getting bell peppers. It's called dump it in the crock pot and turn it on, Patrick. That's how you do it.
Now, fried spam is good. I have to say that. It was good. I enjoyed fried spam. I don't need it, though. But it's good.
Yeah, we don't need half of what we eat.
It's 7 green.
Mm-hmm.
Hope for Maudie Thursday.
Yeah.
You don't hear that word Maudie Thursday brought up.
We have heard of Bigfoot raiding some
You get
things.
stories of Bigfoot raiding gardens.
Peach trees, apple
yes.
trees.
I've heard a few people, and I've had stuff go missing, so yes. And Kumbo talked about his grandmother and them would plant a garden for Bigfoot down there in the back part where they would stay out of their stuff up there next to the house. They just go down there and plant it and leave it for them. Keep him from coming up at their house getting it cleaned up. I think they were pulling watermelons from me here in corn. When I got those pictures of them, or that video of them in the corn patch, I think they were getting them some stuff. And I've heard other people talk about stuff going missing. We know they get in apple orchards and peach orchards big time. Yeah, you're right, Michael. That was several newspaper articles on that one in Shelton County. They called him the peach monster.
Mm-hmm.
They found his footprints. They even hemmed him up, one up in a holler. And the sheriff tried to go get the deputies to go in there, and they said, "We ain't going in there with that fine." And they had the cast of the footprints in the Shelton County courthouse for years when you walked in the door. Well, they remodeled the courthouse and the castings disappeared, of course. They don't know what happened to them. They don't know if they got put in storage or somebody threw them away. But there was several newspaper articles. The sheriff got involved. And that was on Walnut Creek area of Chilton County, which flows into Coosa River. It's right across the river from Coosa County, and it's 30 miles from us. So, yep, the deputies did not want to go in there. There's, I think all the folks that were involved in that have passed away now. But they said they had hemmed it up in a hollow. And the sheriff wanted them deputies to go in there, and they refused. They said, we ain't going in there with that thing. So, several people seen it. It was a booger. That's pretty much what it had to be. And they had the same similar thing happen in Calhoun County, which is Anniston, Piedmont, Jacksonville area. They called it Chocolaca Monster. Which Chocolaca Creek is a big creek that comes out of Todd National Forest. And the farmers around that area were seeing a family of them. And people were seeing them in their fields. They was finding tracks. They got the sheriff of Calhoun County during that time period to come out there. He formed a posse, I guess you'd call it. And they went hunting for it, and they never did find it. But it was getting in people's stuff. People were seeing it in their gardens and their corn patches. And they said it was a family of them, 3 or 4 of them. And there's newspaper articles on it. Can't remember what the name of that Anniston paper was back in that time period. It was called the Anniston Star now, but back then it had a different name. But you can go on the internet and type that in. You probably type in the Chocolaca Monster from the 1930s in Alabama, and they'll probably pull it up and you can read all about them articles. So that's 2 boogers type creatures that were.
I'm sorry, Diane. I can't help it.
What you doing?
Yawning and looking so tired.
She.
I have no iron anymore. It's like gone. So.
Yeah, we got to figure out why she does not build iron, even when she takes supplements and all that. Doctors can't figure out what's going on.
No, they're not really trying. I don't think.
Well,
I kind of got it.
He might not know which way to go with it.
And that's it exactly. So I mean, I know that's what it is.
You know, it's not. He's not trying. He don't know which way to go with it.
It's not that I don't get enough iron. It's my body won't absorb the iron. So.
And sometimes those maintenance guys at work throw our hands up on them robots like, I don't know.
Yep. So,
I don't know what won't make this thing run.
That's where I am.
And we start changing parts till we get to the right one.
That's where I am. We're at that part.
Kind of like a car mechanic. Sometimes he just has to start changing parts till he finally gets to the right one. You know, which I know it's a little easier to do on machinery than it is on humans. You know?
Yeah, you can't just take that out and put a new one in there. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on a new one, Diane. It's so hard to find a doctor around here, though. This 1 that cares, 2 that has time for you. Most of them just want to send you to somewhere else.
I think the problem is.
And yes, Stacy, I'm waiting on the appointment for the infusion again.
I think a lot of them just don't have.
They don't have the ability.
Well, they're overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough doctors.
Yeah. That's why I said the time, because most of them don't have the time. There's so many patients.
I remember our small town used to have so many doctors. I mean,
yeah,
you can go to who you want to go to. I don't know on that. I really don't know on that, Don. Somebody else in here might can answer that. I'm not. That's my thing. I'm not real familiar much with the dog. That's a new. I ain't gonna say new term, but it's kind of new to me. I didn't even think we had them in Alabama till here in the last couple of years. I've realized we do have them. By the reports I've got and some of the stuff I hear. But
I do see one, Lisa.
so I'm having to learn about this, and I don't think there's really a lot of people that know definitely about these things. We just know it's an up walking canine that most times sound like he's not in a good mood. He wants to hurt folks. So Mr. Martin Grove might could go in more in depth on what a Dogman is or more about it. Some of these guys that's really dealt with them things more than I have. I'm used to the booger or whatever that is. That's the only thing I can relate it to. It comes around, and hard for me to answer that one.
So Chockalaka is CHOCCOLLOCCO. If somebody wants to type that out for me so I don't have to.
So you type it out.
Go ahead. CHOLO.
Well, you're not in done in the thing.
I didn't. Yep, I'm not even in the thing. So CHOCCOLOCCO. That's how it's spelled. And yeah. Dawn, iron infusions. I have iron deficient anemia as always. I don't absorb iron. So
what is it again? I can't even remember how to spell it.
CH.
Okay.
There's been somebody's already typed it in there for me.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I figured he would.
Well,
I was reading where he did it before, and he did it by phonetics
instead
of the actual way. So I just happened to look it up, and I was like, I'll just throw it out real quick.
You have Chockalaka Creek.
It's all O's, no A's.
Chockalaka Creek is a big creek that comes out of Talladega National Forest. You have Chockalaka Wildlife Management Area, which is part of the.
That's your actual spelling right there, people.
It's actually part of the Talladega National Forest of the northern end. Where Miss Dunn seen her boogers at the people's homes, which is the community of Piedmont, is right there at Chockalaka Management Area. There's a Chockalaka community. It's a beautiful area out in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful area out there. And get out in what they call White Plains and around Heflin, and all back up to their very beautiful area up toward Piedmont, back all up in there. And I figured probably what was going on, them boogers probably come out of the Talladega National Forest down in them bottoms around where all them farms were probably looking for food, but more likely.
A thumbnail is a picture that is a blueprint of what your video is, basically. It's your chosen thing that you want people to see when your video is not playing. Like when you're scrolling through videos, those are thumbnails that you see.
Yeah. It's a beautiful area. It's an Indian name. Chockalaka is an Indian name. So you come to Alabama, like Georgia and Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, in Louisiana, probably that way.
I love those cereals growing up.
A lot of Indian names, towns, creeks. Well, Alabama's an Indian name. It's place of the cane cutters, I think what they call it.
Yeah, I see one, Lisa, and I burn through the iron that I do store, and I don't absorb most iron in most of the forms. There's no internal bleeding. There's no any reasons that I should be not absorbing that we have seen. I've been sent to RA doctors, autoimmune doctors. Apparently, I have got this much of a marker, so it's not enough to label anything still. And they just can't name the why. And I was doing some research on it, and apparently there is a gene that causes you to not be able to absorb certain types of iron. And if that's the case, they've got to test for it by blood work. But if that's the case, I'll always have to take infusions. And basically that gene means I can't absorb it from iron pills and stuff like that, that they have to do this other type of infusion with the IVs and stuff. So it's just wild. It gets old, that's all.
And women tend to have iron problems anyway.
But those aren't my problem.
Well,
Most female issues aren't why I don't have iron. So
yeah, Phyllis, Publix does make a good spinach dip.
they do.
Publix does very well.
They do. They really
Publix
do.
is a very good grocery store. I'm proud one opened up in Chicago. It kind of reminds me of the old Winn-Dixies we used to have. Winn-Dixies are all pretty good. Yeah, a lot of Indian names in Florida.
With Lapucci. Okay. I was just surprised with all the Hatchies.
Then you come to find out that Georgia has one.
Yeah, even Georgia had a Hatchet cousin.
Pimento cheese. Yes, that is good, but talking about going back to the Dogman a minute. Alabama does have a famous, I guess probably would be a Dogman around the Mobile area, but it's called the She-Wolf. And you can go look it up. Back in the 70s, in a neighborhood on the west side of Mobile, I think. Back on that side of Mobile in there, the neighborhood claimed that there was and why they called it a she-wolf, I need to go back and read that article. Was running around scaring people half to death and keeping this neighborhood stirred up, and I think the sheriff got called in on it. And I can't remember the whole specifics to that story, but of course when I seen it, first thing that come to my mind, a dog fan. Why they called it a she-wolf, I don't know if it was because it had breast, or I don't know how they determined that part of it, or what made them think it was female. But you probably could find that, but that's around the Mobile area, and I think from the 1970s when that was happening down there. And the other,
Just say hey, Mark D.
Yeah, I spoke to Mark D. I'm proud to see Mark in here tonight with us. Glad to have him back with us. And, the other thing Alabama's famous for, there are two more things. One thing you don't get talked much about, but of course is the white thing. I know everybody has heard the white thing, which is primarily North Alabama area. A lot of articles on it. There's been some shows done on it.
Yeah,
Documentary. Huh?
So apparently we need to get Judy on.
Yeah, Miss Judy said a lot of, she would be willing to.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
If anybody is always welcome to let me know if they'd like to come on. I just don't like to pressure people to come on. You know what I'm saying?
We need to get her an interview for one of that.
This done, a lot of folks wonder that if the Dogmen work with the boogers. And some people, there's some people hitting on that. Mr. Martin Groves, his encounter. I don't know if Mr. Groves still in the chat or not, but he's got several books out, and I think he had his third book got released this week or so. I think it was. I'll have to get.
And Mr. Don got mentioned that.
Yeah. So Mr. Don. So you can. Mr. Martin's got a lot of. A lot of people's had him on telling his encounters, and kind of what he says, or what it seems that the boogers may have been directing the Dogmen that night or that evening when they got after them. So um, I don't even want to go down into this, but in my corn patch, yes, sir, the devil's backbone. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to get that book from. When the video I done of the corn patch happened, because I never knew the thing was there. One of the subscribers caught that, and then another one of the subscribers caught that. One of them pointed out to me there was a dog head in the bunch, a little one and a big one, with the boogers. So, and when you look at it, there's a little creature in there with a little pointed head. It looks like a little dog. And then there's a big one. We're standing up with the Bigfoot in the corn, big as the Bigfoot are. So I don't know. I've looked at them pictures 100 times, and hard to say. Yeah, you need to go check out Mr. Martin Grove. He's a researcher in LBL. He's ex-sheriff too, Miss V. Ex-sheriff deputy in Tennessee. So y'all got something in common there. He's a very good, nice man. I've been fortunate to be in his company a couple times. Very nice, humble fellow. You might even talk to him about coming on your show, Miss V. Talk to Mr. Groves about that. He's a good guy. Very good guy. Yes. There you go, Miss V. He put up a couple of the shows he's been on. He's been on Small Town Monsters a few times, and he's been with Mr. Martin Nunley several times. A bunch of times they'll be and some other people stuff. So. And yes, Miss Bama, yeah, some of the pictures I've seen you've had, Miss Bama, whew, that wasn't a good look I was seeing. So, and that tells me Alabama's got them. Plus dealing with another guy that's possibly got him on his property. So, and that ain't far from here. Only something miles from here.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I missed Mr. Martin's show this week. Talking about that, Joe and Pat were on Miss Fabian's, Mary Fabian's show this past Wednesday, so y'all go check that out. I forgot what she even called her show. It was on Wednesday night. Most of y'all know Miss Fabian, Miss Mary Fabian. So Joe and Pat was on there this week, and so. Anything else we need to bring up tonight, Dave?
Sweet. That's what I need.
Sleep. All right, we gotta go get a truck and all that. Get ready to do the what's that? Pickens County, Alabama.
It says rheumatoid. I'm not sure that's what that's supposed to say.
Yeah, Pickens County is over on the Alabama-Mississippi line.
I
Coombo.
think that's supposed to be in here.
Coombo knows a lot
chocolate,
about
yes.
that side of Alabama. With him living up in the northwest corner of Alabama, around Florence, most of the shows there, and he had lived some time in Mississippi, and the Tom Bigby River is a big river in that part of Mississippi and Alabama. It starts in Mississippi, then comes into Alabama down around Aliceville, Alabama, which is like in Pickens County. I don't get my head straight on that. There is a big river bottom. And Sharon's gonna get tickled because she sees a lot of bottoms in here tonight.
I saw that up in
She's gonna get tickled when I bring up these.
It's all about the
bottoms.
bottoms.
Yeah. That Tom Bigby River Bottoms waterway, very swampy land, very rural.
I'm gonna look and see if I can find one.
A lot of empty land.
eBay for sure.
And there's a lot of reports from that area. What is that hissing I keep? Is that thing on there hissing? That cooler?
Probably.
Sound like water running.
You know what? It's been running this whole time.
Yeah.
And I bet people haven't heard us.
Well, they must be answering good. That get better, y'all. We're very sorry about that. Very sorry about that.
Yeah, I was playing a video game. When I play a video game, the computer heats up, and I have to turn that fan on.
Yeah. Check out Mr. Martin, Miss V, because you've seen the Dogman too, so you and him can probably g-haul pretty good on that, and both of you being law enforcement. So I've got another lady I've got to contact. This ex-law enforcement from Tennessee that had some weird things happen, and I need to get in contact with her and see if she may be willing to come on and talk about some of her stuff, that went on in her lifetime. So, what you looking at?
Coffee tin.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Don Moore's got a channel. Is what he's saying? PJ's asking something there.
I don't know. I can't read it.
Okay. Well, Mr. Don Moore, if you got a channel, put it on there. I didn't know you
Somebody may have already.
I didn't know you had a channel. Maybe y'all had excuse me. Some days I get I don't know who all got channels sometimes, and I don't mean that being ugly.
No, he didn't list it.
It's just so many of them. Okay. Well, Don, if you got a channel, please let us know because we'll sure come check you out, man. It's hard for me to keep up with everybody that's got channels anymore, and I don't mean disrespect by that by no means, but it's hard for me to keep up. There's so many of them out there now, and everybody's on at different times, and it's hard for me to keep up with it all. Just stays busy. So. Okay. Well, if you'd like to put it on in there, I would
list it in the comments.
You're more than welcome to. Or she'll come check it out.
Absolutely.
And I may already know it and just don't know it's you. I don't mean that by no disrespect. A lot of folks I know them by sometimes their YouTube names, and when they have the real name, I don't know who that
it may just be Don Moore.
Yeah. Good. I'll check it out though.
I'm gonna go ahead and go check him out.
Okay, good. We'll get ready to do the prayer list here in just a minute. Do the prayer. I know y'all probably tired of hearing me ramble on about everything. I didn't have a chance to get anybody on this week, and plus I knew we had that live tomorrow night, and so there it is. He put it on there. Well, it doesn't show.
It doesn't show the name. What is the name of the channel?
Yeah. Yes, it's giving y'all the.
Because there's like bunches of Don Moores listed for just Don Moore.
There's Mark Green channels. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, I said, Lord have mercy. Take care, William. Glad you got to come in with us tonight. Well, I'll look it up here in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll look it up here in a minute.
Link is above.
Okay, Michelle.
I forgot.
I'm glad all your tests came back good. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So glad to hear that.
See if I can.
It's just Don Moore.
I know.
Yeah, we'll have to. I know you said there's a bunch of them in there. We'll figure it out though.
I'm in the chat, so I'm gonna go see if I can click the link from the
There
chat.
you go. You can go from there.
And of course, I get an ad instead.
Yeah, you got to add what I see.
There he is.
Okay.
Found him.
All right, we'll see what his picture looks like. All right, you got him subscribed. All right, I'll get it from you in a minute.
Yep. I got him subscribed. That way we can find him later.
Right.
All right. Sharon says, say a prayer for a grandchild.
All right, Miss Sharon.
Olivia.
Okay.
Sharon guy. I didn't know she was in the chat. Hey, Miss Sharon. I knew the other Sharon was in here. BJC keep praying for her. She's still sick.
Okay. That's Miss Sharon guy's grandchild.
Yes. Granddaughter.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got a new subscriber, Don.
And PJ. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Still sick. All right. Yeah, hey, Miss Sharon.
Did you read that?
Woo. Yeah, we sure be playing for the folks in the Philippines. Yeah, I remember something about a big typhoon was going through the Philippines. And that part of the country, boy, when they get hit hard, they get hit hard.
They get hit hard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Miss Dee Dee
said she needs prayer still.
Unspoken request. Yeah. Thought I had Miss Dee Dee already on this list.
You probably do.
Hey, I know this is the new one. Hey, Flat Rock, brother. Good to see you, brother. I'm not used to that heater kicking off.
I know, right? Yeah. We finally lit the heater today for the first time.
Yeah, I'm not used to it turning off and on. Mm-mm. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Glad to have you with us tonight. Love you too, brother.
Let me remind all y'all crock-pot cookers, especially Patrick Noble, who claims he can't cook 5 ingredients or less. Fix it and forget it. Crock-pot, you can't screw that up. Well, you can, but
I don't know if Greg is still in here or not, Michael. He was in here
just a second ago.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He said, hey to Flat Rock.
But yeah, he did go hunting.
It is hot during the day, but at night it's getting chilly.
Yeah, it's last night I think was 41. Tonight may hit 39, and you can tell it's cool. Even this afternoon, I had to go pick up some farm equipment. Went and got a sorghum mill that I had bought. My friend's family is selling a lot of his stuff.
I should, but I don't.
And, so I bought a few things. See what time it's done going to be on tonight.
9 p.m. show.
Okay, sure. We'll take it. I'll be here in a few minutes. We sure will. Yeah, I've been trying to catch some of your shows, Miss Dunn, but a lot of times when you come on, I'm at work and I can't watch. So.
And I'm headed to bed.
Yeah, so I miss your lives, but that's yeah. Oh yeah, y'all go subscribe if you haven't. Like PJ and Woods Walkers and Mr. Don Moore and Mr. Barton Nunley and Chris Reinhardt, Miss V.
Yeah, I just scrubbed that pot, Phyllis.
We got a lot of people we support on here, and Miss Mary Fabian, and there's some good people that have some good channels, and they don't have no drama going on, and
Yep.
all this mess, and and that's we come here to fellowship. We come here to love on one another and have a good time and talk about anything. Which our show is about that anyway. We talk about anything, especially Rebecca's favorite topic, food.
Food.
And she.
Which I got to bring out my other favorite.
Oh
cookbook.
Lord have mercy.
My other favorite cookbook. So why do I like this cookbook? It's got a lot of recipes that you can make more than one recipe of it and put it in the freezer and reheat the second one later. It's also got this awesome, hold this. Don't hold it too much because you'll mash them buttons on the side. 30-day meal plan. So, and it's called Taste of Home Meal Planning. So it's a pretty good book too.
Yeah. Arctic freeze coming. Yeah, we're supposed to get some pretty cold weather here about next Saturday. Not like that. I think it's going to be. I think I seen the low for Saturday morning opening deer season in this part of Alabama. Used to be all of us were the same time, but now we're Greg and them is 2 weeks ahead of us. So they're already getting a hunt. And I'm seeing a lot of good pictures. Yeah, old line cryptids, Jerry and Jeff. And if I forget somebody, please don't take that wrong. I just sometimes forget. I need just to put me a big list here beside me where I can remember stuff. But y'all go support them when you can and everything. And if anybody got any more prayer requests, I'll get ready to read that off, and we'll get ready. Okay, Billy. Yeah, I think I seen something about Virginia's deer season comes in tomorrow because I seen something about the dog hunting. I didn't realize y'all were able to still run deer dogs in Virginia. I knew Alabama, Mississippi, and a little bit of Georgia still could deer dog hunt, and I think South Carolina, North Carolina. I'm not sure about Louisiana and Arkansas if they still can run deer dogs or not. I don't think they can run deer dogs in Tennessee. I may be wrong on that. I don't know.
Billy said not in that county.
Not in his county. Okay. I knew there was a few places they could because I seen
Somebody throw up Woodwalker's link.
Yep. Yeah, I hadn't seen Misty or Spencer. Greg's.
Whoops.
They may be, Misty and them may still be hunting.
They are. And they're getting up at 4 a.m. too.
Yeah,
so
they hunt. Because up there, their bear season, they can't hunt. I think they have like a week they can hunt, and then they have to wait a week or two, and they hunt over here in this area for a week. When I read the schedule at time, I was like, Lord have mercy, boy. You got to know what you're doing up there. You'll get in a mess in a hurry. Because each county has like their own little season or something. It's kind of strange. Yeah, it is past Spencer. Yeah, he's probably had to get a good night's sleep. Well, y'all be in prayer for Spencer, too. He might get mad at me but he twisted his ankle. So y'all be in prayer for Spencer. Because he might get mad at me for bringing that up. But that ain't no fun. And him being a contractor where he's on his feet, we could all give him fits tomorrow night about the twisted ankle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let me read everybody
Yeah,
off.
let's do our prayer list and
get ready to get
wrap
off.
Her up.
Yeah. I know everybody's tired of me rambling. One other thing. 3 weeks to the Christmas?
Yep.
Little camp out?
Yep.
Okay. So y'all.
If you have said on the Facebook event that you are going, I need you to go in and say a comment of what you're bringing. If you have not gone into the Facebook link for the event and said you're going, I need you to go in there and mark that you're going. If you don't have the Facebook event link, please let me know. We'll get it to you. We need an accurate head count for Christmas dinner.
It's going to turn out fine. It'll be fine. We already bought 2
Mickey's at her
hams.
mom's watching the fight.
We'll already got the 2 hams, and I will go make a video Thanksgiving week. I'll go
Christmas events. So the weekend of December 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, don't get me.
I think that's what it is.
Don't get me to fib.
We're going to be camping at the Camolga Gristmill. And Saturday of that weekend, we are doing a big potluck Christmas dinner.
Yeah. 6th,
That's
7th, and 8th. Yeah.
The point of the event is I want Christmas dinner with friends and family. And so our YouTube family is invited for those that want to come. But I've got to have who's bringing what and how many people are coming. Yeah. Especially if you're just coming for Saturday.
Yeah. The gristmill is a park owned by the city of Chillisburg. They do have electrical hookups for campers and water and sewer. But they don't have a bunch of them, so if you're going to bring a camper, you might want to check on that. They do have a primitive campground.
And that's where we'll be.
We'll be down in the primitive section, because I plan on having a fire pit area for all of us to sit around Friday night and Saturday night after. But we rented a pavilion for during the day, because they got sinks and refrigerators, and the bathrooms are right next door.
One thing that I do need some people to sign up for, if you're coming from a distance and you don't want to bring a dish, there's always paper plates, napkins, forks, drinks needed.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll have our usual unsweet tea there.
Yeah. Glad you're going to come, Miss Dunn. That'd be good. Well, be at the pavilion from 9 to 5 that day, 9 a.m. to 5. I started to go ahead and rent it for the nighttime too, but
no, you don't have to make reservations.
No, just show up and you can come down there and camp right where we're at.
If you're wanting the powered sites, though, I would say
if you want power,
probably.
But she's asking primitive, so
I know. That's why I said no. You don't have to make a reservation.
The camping tent per night, I think, is $14 to $15 a night. Not real high. There is bathrooms, is showers, so that is a good thing. And it's a pretty nice little park.
And guys, y'all are responsible for your own camping fees.
Yeah, I can't. I would like to pay for it all, but it's just.
This is more about Christmas dinner than it is the camping, though. So.
It's about just coming, having fellowship, having a good time. We ain't gonna have no type of what do you call it? What's the name for it?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm not gonna have nobody speaking.
Oh yeah.
Or any of that. This is gonna be relaxed.
It's gonna be Christmas dinner.
Relax.
And the rest of it's
sit around, talk, cut up, have a good time.
There's nothing else.
Yeah,
it's Christmas dinner. The dinner the pavilion is rented from 9 to 5.
Yeah,
but the dinner, we're planning on it starting at noon.
Yeah, probably around lunch or maybe 1.
Noon. That way for the stragglers getting there at 1. But we want all your food there by noon.
Yeah, if possible. Yeah.
Well, if they bring it after everybody eats.
Yeah, well, we'll eat it that night, I guess.
There won't be a pavilion that night.
Well, we'll have it down there on the table at the campground. I know.
Set a time.
I got that.
We got to set a time.
I got that, okay?
They got from 9 to 12 to get the food there.
Yeah. Okay. The place is real nice. You can go tour the grist mill. They may even grind corn that day. Hey, Craig, good to see you. I don't blame you. You need to get some sleep. I went ahead and slept good today myself. Slept too much today, actually. Across the creek from the mill is a bunch of hiking trails. It's real pretty over there across the creek. The Soda Caverns, or as they call it, Majestic Caverns, is about 3 miles away. You can go over and take a tour of it.
You can kayak down the river, fish out of the river.
Yeah, creek.
There's also a river.
Well, the river's 4 miles away, but yeah.
Please tell what. Oh, well, I don't have a treatment for the allergy, but goldenrod tea is a good decongestant. So get some of the golden stuff that's blooming outside that's probably not blooming right now, and dry it and turn it into a tea with a little bit of honey or something like that. Allergies is easier to prevent than they are treat, but some goldenrod tea, some mullein if it's like a respiratory type issue versus just a head congestion. There's a lot of different things out there that you can use, mints as well. So a lot of different things.
It's hard to say on allergies sometimes.
It is.
It's according to what's stirring your allergy up.
Yeah.
It can be house dust. It can be an animal. It can be a plant. It can be food. I mean, there's so much. It can be chemicals.
Yeah.
And you got to figure out which one's driving you crazy, and either try to get rid of it or find something that fights that. So we'll go ahead and go over the. Yeah, I Miss Diane. I know she is. Y'all have to remember, me and Rebecca sometimes sound like we're arguing, and we're really not. And then sometimes we are, but so, sometimes we think too much alike, and it makes us knock heads.
And he's
what?
More relaxed and chill and laid back, and you can't plan a dinner that way. You got to put it in stone.
I know. I just want people to come relax, have a good time.
They got from 9 till 12, 3 hours to get the food there.
I want them to relax, have a good time.
But I want Christmas dinner.
You go and get Christmas dinner one way or another, baby.
Whole weekend to relax. Christmas dinner.
Okay. That German's coming out.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's the Aries / Taurus coming out.
German.
That's it, Wendell. We're allergic to some people, so
there you go. That's true.
That's it. That's allergies. You can't fix that one. The problem, the best solution to that allergy is to get away from the problem.
Yep, that's true. That's true. I mean, you have.
I think there are a lot of people bringing baked beans. Yes.
Hey, I ain't gonna hurt nothing. Whatever you want to bring, I ain't gonna. All right, we'll go over the prayer list and do a prayer, and I know everybody.
Is she in Talladega? I thought she was out in Lincoln.
Yeah, she's in Lincoln.
Kathy, is she in Talladega or is she in Lincoln?
Her shop is still there in Lincoln, right off 77. Unless she's moved it in the last few weeks or something. It was there still in Lincoln. It's right there in that little shopping place right there next to the Mexican restaurant. Right there, right off I-20 there. Be right across from McDonald's there.
She may be talking about a different place, though. That's why I'm asking.
Well, she may have moved it or something.
Or she may be a different one.
Well, that's true. Well, I thought the ones you and her went to was in Lincoln. Wasn't it you and her and who else went up there? There's that lady over in Wilsonville, but I can't remember her name. She one that has
Rose.
She is the one that has the radio show out of Birmingham every Saturday. What's the name of her?
Well, then there's that one that I met up with at that event.
Wendell said he'd bring plates.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay. They missing in Lincoln. Okay, that is in Lincoln. Okay, I thought so.
Well,
Kathy put it in Talladega, so she may have meant Talladega County.
A lot of people, I hate to say, and I know this ain't correct, a lot of people consider Lincoln part of Talladega. I don't know why, but that's the way.
It's not even touching Talladega.
I know that, babe. I know that. You know that. But what I'm trying to say
is Talladega County.
Well, yes, technically it is. I mean, you're right, but a lot of the locals refer to that as Talladega. Kind of like everybody refers to so-called Childersburg. They kind of say Talladega Lincoln.
I've never heard anybody call Childersburg Sylacauga.
Well,
Mexican restaurant. She's got a new location too, though.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Has she got that other one? open up the road piece that she was talking about.
Okay. Stacy knows what I'm kind of saying. She's from that area. She knows kind of what I'm talking about. All right.
Okay, but here's the thing. We have a lot of people on here that don't know that area.
Right.
That's why I'm clarifying.
Okay. All right. Now here's the prayer list. Let's see. We got Bobby's mom, Sonny, Jeffy, Mr. Gary Spike, which he's camping, so I'm hoping that means he's feeling better.
Tomorrow at 8, Wendell.
Miss Dee Dee, Michael X's nephew, Jackson, Mr. Terry and his wife, Carolyn, Miss Barb, she was in here earlier, Miss Lanita, David Hughes' mom and dad, and David, Miss CD, Mr. Mark D. I'm glad to see you in here tonight, Mark. Good to see you back with us, brother. Mr. Dale Boswell, Miss Jubilee, she was in here earlier. Leanne Smith, I didn't see her tonight.
She said she meant Talladega County.
Okay. Y'all keep Roger in prayer. He's gonna have to have a hip replacement. He was on with the old line Cryptids this week, and that was a good show. What little bit of it I got to watch. Y'all keep Miss Dunn in prayer. Greg House, Uncle James. Who was Uncle James with? I didn't put the name by it.
I don't remember.
Paul and PJ. PJ's still not feeling good. Wendell's cousin that passed away. Y'all remember Greg's friend Rodney that passed away in a car wreck. Y'all remember his family. And I said Miss Dee Dee and just remember the people's family. Their father passed away in the Bankhead National Forest. The hunter disappeared yesterday. They found him today. Really don't know what happened, but y'all be in prayer for his family. Miss Sharon Guy's granddaughter, and y'all keep Spencer in prayer too.
Barb's Uncle James passed.
Oh, that's Uncle James. Okay. I knew it was somebody. I'm sorry, Miss Barb. I try to write names beside who they are, and I'm very sorry about that. We'll be in prayer for y'all and his family.
Guys, I'm going to give y'all a heads up of something not to do. Y'all, I messed up the other day. I asked my aunt. My mother is 85?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And her younger sister's still living as well. So I messaged my aunt and I said, do you have any pictures of my mom when she was young? And I know a lot of you are already going, oh, no, you didn't. Because when I told Ella what I did, she said, oh, no, you didn't. My aunt responded back, is she okay? Y'all, she thought I was asking for pictures for a funeral. So when you are asking for pictures of parents and relatives that are older, keep in mind that you need to request the why you want those pictures and not give them a heart attack. Because my poor aunt, I done gave her a heart attack by asking for pictures of my mom when she was younger without a background. She thought her sister had passed and we didn't tell her. Yeah. I laughed about it after the fact, but I was just in shock to start with that I did that and didn't even think anything about asking for pictures. And as soon as she replied back, I instantly read what I did wrong. So make sure you ask why, or you tell why, when you're asking for pictures, young pictures of your elderly people. Yeah. So y'all pray for my aunt, and that she gets over that heart attack I just gave her. Now, my aunt is actually very, very good health and doing well.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
She's the only sibling left besides your mother, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Both of the brothers are gone.
Yeah.
One from leukemia, and I don't know what the other one passed from.
All right, we'll say a prayer, and I guess we'll get off here. It's almost 9 o'clock.
I know.
And
It's time for ice cream.
everybody's done about watch me and you getting a little argument over Talladega.
What's new? And lunch. And setting a time for lunch.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know we for real. Oh,
Those of you with other halves, you know how it is.
you know how it is.
It's like boxing gloves.
Keep it interesting, don't we?
That's right.
Yeah, we're not always boring all the time. So. Now, you know it's bad when the hat starts flying Hey, don't know what happened. If any of y'all still in there real quick, it finally came back up. We'll say the prayer real quick for if any of you's left in here real quick. That way.
It says there's 23 still.
Okay, so we'll do that real quick before it loses again. I don't know what
Yep.
happened there. I have never seen it do that before.
But let's go ahead and do it.
Lord, thank you for everything you've done for us each and every day. Be with us. Thank you for your son. Thank you for the Holy Spirit, Lord. And be with all the folks' names that's been called out. And Lord, whatever their issues be, you be with them, heal them. Your will be done. We ask this all in Jesus' name. Amen. We'll see y'all later.
Don't forget, tomorrow night at 8.
Yep, tomorrow night, 8 Central. See
Bye,
y'all
guys.
later. Bye-bye.